Hello and welcome to Rivera Real Estate, and today I want to talk to you about 4 different tips that you need to know when you're going to be listing your home. Alright, tip number 1 is going to be make sure that we have great curb appeal. So one thing that's super important is making sure that everything looks great when you come in. There's a couple easy things that you can do. The first and probably most important thing is going to make sure that you have your yard mulched and cut. The grass cut, the trees, landscape and mulched, and and the grass edged as well. So important. I've literally had clients where we pull up to a yard, it's not maintained, looks really bad, and the clients will say, "We're going to keep driving." We want to make sure that does not happen here. A couple other things that you can do is make sure that you have, if you've got a fence, make sure that it's been power washed or freshly stained. Also, same thing with sidewalks and driveways. It's these small little touches that really are going to be making a difference. Tip number 2 is going to be cleanliness of the home. There's a couple things that are just so important. As you walk in, this is going to be the home that the buyer is now going to be calling theirs, and they want to make sure that everything looks in a great condition for them to buy. Obviously, there's some homes that are just investments, and that's a whole different video. But when someone's buying for their own self, they want to make sure that home looks spectacular. So quick, easy things that can be done is get the carpets shampooed and vacuumed. Even if they look good, there's that appearance that these have been really cleaned and maintained is super important. The other way is going to be making sure that any hallways, especially the entry hallways, secondary hallways, go to bedrooms, whatever it might be, are cleared. Just from the optics, when you look at it, it looks so much bigger if everything is just cleared out and flows so much easier. The next is probably going to be one of the most important things is to make sure that we've got all countertops cleared off, decluttered. It's going to be the main thing. And this includes your bathroom countertops and also your bedroom nightstands. It's just, when you look at a home, it has a completely different presence when all those countertops are being cleared out. And remember, sometimes less is more. This is where you just be simple, have 1 or 2, maybe 3 things up on the countertop. We don't want to see every single small appliance. Next is going to be windows. Make sure that we get all the windows cleaned. All your window seals. A lot of times you'll have time after time, bugs, spider webs, just dust that's collected on those. Make sure we get those cleaned out. And lastly, baseboards. Again, just one of those presents when you look in and you see the baseboards and you see them caked in dust, really just doesn't show that home looks amazing. So do those small little things, because what happens is that buyer will look and say, if they haven't maintained this, have they maintained the rest of the house? Super important. Next is going to be decluttering all of your furniture items, unneeded furniture items. Now we understand when we're living in here, okay, I need this chair, we've got so many people that live in the house, and we need extra seating areas. Or we maybe like certain things in certain places that's very specific to us, but maybe not to that buyer. Remember, a staged home or home with furniture in there always is going to look bigger, and if you look at statistics, it does show that those homes sell for more expensive. And last, we want to make sure we make any repairs that are needed before we go ahead and list the home. And these can be minor repairs. For example, it might just be changing out all of the burnt out light bulbs, or making sure that all the light bulbs colors actually match. That's a huge deterrent. When you just look at it, it just looks different when you've seen pictures that are similar to that. It also could be just fixing type of sinks that might be leaking. You might have a couple of droplets here or there. But again, those always kind of talk to maybe possibly a bigger problem, having to replace a sink or faucet. Lastly, any touch-up paint, make sure we get that done. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed those tips. Hit the subscribe button. I've got several other videos which talk about listing. I'm also doing some videos on buying homes. I want to make sure that you are set up and you've got all the information that you need to make the best decision. If you have any questions, leave your information in the chat. I'd love to talk to you and make sure we get you taken care of. Have a great day.